Hello, and as promised yesterday, we're going to show you a bit of the ploughing today. It's not bringing up too big a stones, we'll jump off. We'll just show you the equipment we've got. We've got the Irmo 4 plough on the tractor. May swap it out for a 5 at some point as we go forward, but this is good for us for now. We've got a good bit of the ploughing done the last couple of days after we've finished drilling and things like that, so that we'd show you we've got this field and the one behind us to get ploughed. And we will possibly show a bit of that over the winter if we don't get too much snow on the ground, so we can't do it. You may notice we're up to 41,000. The cultivator what was in the shed where we parked the seed drill, we never use it, so we took that over and sold it. I was going to buy a power arrow and realised that we already had one, so yeah, we don't really need to be buying another power arrow. We do need a set of arrows if we start growing sugar beet on the farm. We're going to need different set of arrows, levelers and things to do that, but we will see how that goes as we go forward. Sitting pretty happy whilst I'm watching this. If you check Pit Stop TV and the final round at Bathurst for the MX5, you'll see that I finished second in my class in the championship by winning my class over the 4 races last night. So first time in a televised tournament, finishing in the top 3 in the championship, so very happy with last night's racing. Like how the engine revs rise and fall depending on how the tractor's pulling. I mean, we're using 50% of the engine on the plough. I think we've got away with the 5 on this if it's doing that, so get ourselves turned around and back in again. So tomorrow when you join us, we may either do the spraying or fertilising of the crops or selling the straw bales that's at that end of the field, one stack of which has fallen over and gone over the edge. which not ideal, but we haven't got the headland ploughed off yet, so that's not too bad. Yeah, it's definitely worth dropping the straw and baling it up. The extra work you do is definitely worth it. Yeah, this tractor working better than what I thought it would with the plough. It's got 280 horsepower recommended for the plough, but I don't think we've got that under the bonnet of this. Although we may not be far off it. We'll just actually have a look at the John Deere 6R. Yeah, starts at 280, so we have got enough power for that, so probably could have got away with the 5-furrow plough. Or if you're watching in America, a 5-shank. For anybody who likes a bit of realistic farming, that's what we do here. We do it as realistic as we can. But if you watch Saunders Farms, part of the George Saunders YouTube franchise, George is now doing videos on FS22. Go give him a look and a subscribe. Tell him that we sent you. We are travelling at a decent rate of knots. We've got a fair way to go in this field yet. It's a big old fields around here that we've got. Do need to get some more land, whether we buy it or lease it. So I'll turn back in here. See where we was running with the combine and the carts in here. Well, the wheel track's still showing. Hence why we've gone the opposite way on. Don't want to be crossing or running up and down the same wheel tracks as we was running on before. At least running crossways on other wheel tracks, it's easing the soil compaction a little bit. Want to get rid of that mod what puts that writing up on screen. Gets in the way a little, I feel. We have done the headland up to the edge of there, what you can see straight across from us. Get ourselves into position again. It is a nice October day today. Would be nice if we could grow some sugar beet just to do a bit of harvest at this time of year. Although if we buy some land, we could look for some which have got a sugar beet contract on it. If somebody wants to sell a field and wants to get out of growing sugar beet, well, it will mean more expensive equipment. Just while we're here, let's just check the sales. Oh, look at that. Can't afford it, but that would have been great. 196,000 for the Fendt 900 Vario. That would have been a nice tractor for doing ploughing, drilling, whatever. But we can't afford it, and don't really want to be taking out a loan to buy it. Could have sworn I'd just flick reverse lever that. We also need to buy, still need a pressure washer buying, so that's something we've got to find a place for and get it purchased. Our combine and all our tractors and implements need a wash. For the most part, there's a bit of stubble poking up through the ploughing in a place or two, but yeah, that'll be fine. For the most part, the plough's working well for us. So, coming down to the end of the field once more. Crow landing down to pick a worm up and flying off again. See where we stop to empty, where there's gaps in where the weeds were. This ploughing will deal with the weeds a bit. Okay, because I'm talking again, my nose is clogging up a bit. Well, not clogging up, stuffing, a bit stuffy. We will, as long as we can, keep pumping out some videos. Even if it's only one a day, we will get something out for you. So even if we don't talk for an episode or two, we can still, I think, get some episodes out to keep the channel going. The only time you won't get anything is July, when it's Grand Prix weekend. I'll be going away for that weekend. Probably by the time you join us again, we will be possibility of being through this field, or probably not. But as I say, if we do the spraying tomorrow, or the fertilising, then we can plough off camera to work the day out, so we might get it done. Paint's already scraped off the mouldboards, I think. Looking at that, they're not very white anymore, they're a shiny metal colour, which I suppose, covering these acres we've done in here thus far, it's pretty good. Not sure how many acres this field is, does it tell you? No, it doesn't. Definitely need more field info so you know how many acres a field is, but well, I would imagine get some shorter rows as we come a bit further down. I think we're wider at this end than we are at the top. Just put the drone up so you can see it's working. As you can see from the drone footage, we are ploughing out of the furrow, which helps with soil compaction a little bit. If it comes wet and we need to get the extra grip, we can go in the furrow and get that little bit extra grip from the soil underneath to keep the plough working. So we've got a couple of options with this plough, in furrow or out. Oh, we've got a little wide there. Not to worry. Oh, now we've gone a little bit too far back. There we drop it in, and away we go again. Bit of a bouncy ride there while we went across where we'd ploughed wrong. But as ever, we don't cut mistakes out, we leave them in for you to see the mistakes we make. Some people would have you think that they do everything perfect. Like with the baler with the parkland accumulator on, when the tractor goes flying, we don't cut it out, we show you what's happened. That way, when you use the mods or in-game equipment, you can see what issues we have, if any. Parkland accumulator, for the most part, works pretty well. It's just now and again it will fly into the abyss. But for today, that is where we're going to leave you. Hope you've enjoyed today's episode, ploughing the field at the back of the yard. Please give us a like, give us a share, drop us a comment if you're new to the channel and you'd like to see more of the work we do here. Please subscribe to the channel. If you give that bell a ring, it will tell you when our content is available. Until you join us again next time, thank you very much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day. Goodbye for now.